A community continues to mourn the loss of a local correctional officer. He died from COVID-19 nearly 2 weeks ago.
After his death, some may be concerned about what precautions other facilities are taking.
News 10's Jordan Kurdish spoke with a correctional officer. She's in our newsroom with more about life on the inside.
Well, Leah, I was really curious about this situation, so I reached out to someone who does this every single day. I spoke with Spencer Roeschlein. He is a correctional officer at the Putnamville Correctional Facility. Now, he told me that being a correctional officer is hard as it is, but now things have become even more difficult. With COVID-19, they're taking precautions to a new level. Let me explain to you exactly what I learned from our conversation. He said when he walks in the door, temperatures are being taken. He has to wear a mask for his entire 12-hour shift unless he is eating or drinking. And that goes for anywhere inside of the facility. He says inmates are also required to wear masks, and that's unless they are in their bed area. Inmates get paid to clean, so he says that they are actually cleaning more and more because of the stress caused by COVID-19. He says there is no physical in-person interactions with family members, and inmates are quarantined after all court dates. Roeschlein says it takes one person to make matters worse for the entire prison.
You don't want to be that person that actually brings it in, because once it gets brought in, if it gets to the right area, then it's just numbers are going to go up pretty fast, and then you don't want to be the reason that happened.
Coming up, you'll hear even more from Roeschlein and why he says this time is incredibly important for correctional officers and inmates. For now, reporting live from our newsroom, I'm Jordan Kurdish with News 10.
Being a correctional officer is hard enough, but when you mix it with the pandemic, it makes things even harder.
News 10's Jordan Kurdish talked to a local correctional officer, and that's to learn more about how they're dealing with the pandemic.
She joins us live this morning from our newsroom to update us on their daily routine and the precautions they're taking.
Masks being worn, temperatures being taken, and constant cleaning. That's just a few of the things that this facility is doing to keep both staff and inmates safe. Now, I spoke with Spencer Roeschlein. He is a correctional officer at the Putnamville facility, and he explained their daily duties and how tough it's been since the start of the pandemic. He says inmates are concerned as is, and now this adds even more stress to the equation. He also says it puts more stress on the shoulders of officers. That's because they're the ones who could potentially bring in the virus. As a result, he says they're short-staffed, and it's not easy when you're in charge of 120 inmates at a time. Roeschlein says not everyone considers officers and inmates during this time, but he asks that they should.
We're all normal people, so if somebody in like another job setting or whatnot is worried about what would happen to them, what would happen to their family or whatever, it's the same thing for us.
Roeschlein says that even with the stay-at-home order lifted, they will continue with these precautions. For now, reporting live from our newsroom, I'm Jordan Kurdish with News 10.